What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another news video. So I know we've been talking a lot about season 2 lately. That's like the big update we're pretty much waiting for, but it seems like we're going to be getting another update even before that, and it's going to be happening as soon as this Wednesday in just a couple days. So before we get into that, we talk about that. If you've missed any of the season 2 videos that I've uploaded, make sure you check out the link in the description. I've uploaded a roadmap video yesterday where we talked about everything you need to know about what we have so far in terms of leaks and teasers for the big season 2 update we're waiting for. But anyways, let's go ahead, let's get into today's video. So PlayStation Game Size is a reliable source that keeps track of the PlayStation database. So what this means is whenever a game has to do an update, especially on PlayStation, they have to add this update into the PlayStation database first, and then they'll be able to roll out this update on their usual update date. So the good news here is Call of Duty actually ended up adding a brand new update into this database. It says right here, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 update 1.13 added to the database. This is the first update of 2023. Now, I know you guys are probably like, wait, we've gotten a couple updates already. Those were playlist updates, so all you had to do was restart your app, and then once you did that, you'd be good to go, and all of the patches would be implemented. In this case, this would require you to actually download something. Now, this is going to be for all platforms, all consoles, even PC. We just are able to see it because of PlayStation's rules. So this is going to be a big update for everyone. Now, it's not as big as we thought it would be. For some reason, it's a title update and it will require you to download something, but they responded and they said the full game version is 1.13 equals full game is 1.12 plus an additional 12 megabytes. So I don't think it's season 2 updates, probably a small update. Now, this is probably one of the tiniest updates I've ever seen Call of Duty do. So it's definitely not the season 2 update. This is going to be an update they're going to be rolling out before. Why I see this update is very important is for the fact that this is their opportunity to add things for season 2. So to add some assets, some files, some things to prepare, because this is going to be probably the last update they're going to have a chance to roll out before they end up having to roll out the season 2 update. And if they want to prepare in advance, as they usually have been, they've been pretty much putting in game mode icons, DLC weapons, a bunch of different things have been mentioned in the files, but they haven't been fully completed because we're waiting for the season 2 update. So they're going to do some stuff like that where they're going to prepare right now. And then once you do that, COD leakers are going to go into the files as soon as this update drops. And then they're going to leak out a bunch of things that were put in. And then we'll have more content and more things to talk about, and a little bit more teasers on what's going to be going on with season 2. So it's a win-win right there. They're going to be fixing a bunch of issues with this update. Unfortunately, there will not be any content. I mean, don't expect any content with a 12 megabyte update. Just expect there's going to be a bunch of bug fixes and then some things in the files for season 2. So that's what we're going to be expecting right there. As soon as that goes live, I definitely will make a video to cover all the patch notes and all the details you need to know relating to that. But let's talk about the next thing that we have, and that has to do with the season 2 Warzone and DMZ update. We got some leaks on some upcoming bosses that are going to be released. So as you know, with this next update, the season 2 update that's going to be dropping, they're going to be heavily focused on Warzone 2 and DMZ. Now, this is something the devs have said themselves. They said they are going to be expanding Warzone 2 and DMZ a lot in season 2. This was before we ended up getting the resurgence leaks. This is before we ended up getting pretty much like the new map and all of that. That's what they told us. They just told us season 2 is going to focus mainly on that. And if you guys checked my video where I talked about how Warzone 2 is dying and the big update that we need, pretty much the player base is at an all-time low right now, and they need to do something big with Warzone 2 in order to bring that player base back into the game and to keep it going. So they need to do something big, and they know that. So what they're going to be doing is, we know that there's going to be the resurgence update that's going to be happening when we're going to be getting this new map, and at the center of this new map we're going to be receiving Castle. They're also going to be using the same map for a ground war game mode, which is going to be 24v24, and then they're also going to be using it in DMZ, so it's going to have like missions and things like that in the DMZ world. It's going to be like how Building 21 is. You're able to play that or play Al Mazrah. You're going to have the opportunity to play this new resurgence map. We don't know the name of it, but we're just calling it resurgence because it's a smaller map. But anyways, here's what's going to be going on. When this resurgence map comes in, there's obviously going to be some sort of a boss that you're going to have to fight in order to get some stuff. So the first boss name that we have, his name is Pyro. He probably sounds like he has to do with fire. My guess would be maybe he's going to be using some sort of a flamethrower. Pretty much reminds me of Firebreak from BO3. If you guys remember, he was like an operator that could use a flamethrower. It's not going to be the same guy. Obviously, this guy is made by Treyarch, but just from the name, it gives me the same sort of vibe. Just some guy using fire, maybe using explosives, RPGs, something like that. But if he's going to be a boss, they're probably not going to give him something as generic as an RPG. But yeah, so that's the first one. The next one, his name is Trapper, and from that name you don't really get much. I'm assuming he's some sort of like a hunter or sniper. That's like pretty much the feeling I get. Maybe he traps his prey. That was the idea that I got. And from that, maybe he will have a DLC weapon. So as you know, every single boss has their own unique weapon. Some you can unlock, some you can't. For example, we have the Chemist, he has the M13B. We have the Juggernaut, he has like the minigun. And then we have Velikan over on Building 21, he has the grenade launcher. Now, some of these you will unlock as base weapons. For example, the M13 you'll unlock if you defeat him and then exfil with that. But with the Juggernaut and with Velikan, if you defeat them, you'll be able to use it for the remainder of the game, but you won't be able to unlock it. So I think this guy, he's probably going to have the crossbow, because the crossbow is something you use to hunt with, and it just makes sense for a guy named Trapper to have something like a crossbow. Now, remember, Pyro and Trapper, these are code names that they're using. They're not the official names. So whatever their official name is going to be, we won't know until the actual update drops. But I think that he's going to have some sort of a crossbow, which you'll be able to unlock by eliminating him and then exfilling. We do know that there's going to be 4 DLC weapons, and every single time that there are DLC weapons, there's one of the ways to unlock them by playing in DMZ. Some of them require you to play in DMZ. For example, the M13, you had to play in DMZ to unlock it. There was no other way to get it. And then it's just going to be somewhat like that with Season 2. That's just their way of getting people to get on DMZ to do these missions in order to get these DLC weapons. So it's going to be the same way there. Obviously, some of them will be in the Battle Pass. 2 of them should be in the Battle Pass. And then 1 of them or 2 of them should be available through unlocking in DMZ or some way like that. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I do expect. Obviously, the weapons could change. Instead of a crossbow, he might be given something else. The crossbow just makes the most sense to me. And then for Pyro, maybe he has the new shotgun that we've been talking about, the Vepr, and then it might have incendiary rounds, which matches the whole, you know, Pyro type of effect going on with him. So maybe it's going to be something like that, but definitely expect to be some brand new bosses. Along with these brand new bosses, there's going to be a ton of new missions with this new Resurgence map, and then obviously there's going to be a bunch of rewards. So not only are we going to be seeing new DLC weapons, you're also going to be seeing new blueprints. For example, when you exfil 7 times with the weapon case, you unlock blueprints. So it's going to be the same thing here. We've had that with Building 21. We've had that with Al Mazrah. Chances are they're going to do the same thing here with Resurgence, just as a way to get people to stay on DMZ, to play DMZ, and to unlock all these rewards. Because let's be honest, you fight the boss for the first time, you get the DLC weapon, you exfil. Chances are the next time you play DMZ, you might not even want to go deal with the boss anymore, because you already unlock whatever he's going to give you. So when it comes to things like weapon cases, we have to do it multiple times to unlock additional rewards and more things. There's a likely chance people are going to come back and do that. So I hope that they do something like that, so that way there's a bunch of rewards involved, and there's pretty much a reason to grind out DMZ and to play that. But if there's any more news that we get, I definitely will make a video and update you guys. I will cover it for you guys as soon as this update drops. I am expecting it to be released on Wednesday, so I'll probably post a video then if the update drops and there's some patch notes and things like that going on. Also, if there's any new leaks for Season 2, I got you guys with a video. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that sub button and turn notifications on. Also, don't forget to like and comment. But that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys on the channel again.